So, y'all, I'm watching this interview with Coleslaw, aka Arionne, from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Talk to Tasha K, and all I got to say is I'm glad that Melody is out of this relationship with Martell, because the things that she is saying about how Martell would stay the night with her and how they've been out and about for like 4 days straight. That now my heart really goes out to Melody, because I couldn't imagine like how she probably felt those times when he was not coming home. And I just find that so unfortunate. And I feel like this Coleslaw girl feel like she got one up on Melody or something, because Martell kept coming back. But girl, you were just convenient. I feel like she was just someone there, low-hanging fruit, always available, like 7-Eleven. Like, it's just, that's the kind of vibe it's giving me. Because, girl, no, I just don't like her attitude. Before, I thought I was going to have like sympathy for her. Like, oh, maybe Martell was telling her sweet nothings. But obviously, I just feel like he wasn't. Based off her attitude is very, very like strong and wrong. Like, I feel like she feels like she did nothing wrong because Martell was chasing her and he didn't want to leave her alone. No, that don't matter. Because like Tasha K brought up, one day you'll be a wife. And what I'm saying is, like, from that perspective, that's right. You do reap what you sow, sis. Like, the same energy that you put out, baby girl, pray for God's grace and mercy so that don't happen to your marriage or your relationship.
But see, you never can win when you're dirty, honey. You never can win.
Because it's just the audacity for me. And I feel like sometimes women don't think about that. We should be more girl power, sisterhood. You know what I mean? It's not a flex to have a married man come up to you or want to approach you or be with you. You should feel disrespected. And I just, like, why would you want to even settle for a piece of a man? Especially saying like she was falling in love with him. I think she did say that she was in love with him. But at the same time, how are you in love with him when he's only giving you a fraction of who he is? That's all it takes, baby girl. And that's the thing that was getting me too. She was just saying like, oh, our conversations, blah, blah, blah. That's all it takes. Not a commitment. Not like a full, like all of him. Just like conversations, talks on the phone, and like little whatever here and there. That's all it took. It's just like, dang. This is very sad and unfortunate. And I'm very disturbed by this girl. Like I said, I thought I was going to have some sympathy for her, but I absolutely don't. Like, after watching this interview. And another thing that's irking me about this interview is that she keeps trying to paint herself out to be some virtuous woman. Like, she never done anything wrong. And she can only count on her one hand how many people she slept with. And I wasn't like this in college. This is not my character. I'm not no hoe. But you are. Like, I don't understand what's not clicking in her head. When you knowingly are sleeping with a married man, you are a hoe. And you knowingly playing the side chick role, the mistress role, those all are like on a tree of hoism. And it's just like, why is she not like getting this? I don't care if you were only sleeping with Martell in them 6 years. Like, you are a hoe. You are sleeping with a married man. And then Martell, it's just very upsetting to me to know that he got her pregnant around the same time he got Melody pregnant. Like, so he's just reckless with his peeing. Just be going back and forth between two women all willy-nilly like it's nothing. It's just so angering. Like, it's so upsetting to me. And then Arionne, she just kept talking about like, oh, how they're trying to paint me out to be. Look, the network, social media, Melody, the show, no one's painting you out to be anything other than what you painted yourself out to be. The moment that you trying to stand on your square, make it seem like we're all crazy for like pointing out your behavior, you painted yourself out to be this kind of person. You know what I mean? Like someone that knowingly is kind of like playing this role, a side chick role. It has no shame. Like I said, I would feel like a little bit, some remorse for her if I felt like Martell was like manipulating her mind But no, I'm getting the vibe she knew what it was. And I can't feel bad for her. I mean, I really can't. God bless the child, though, because they do have a cute kid or whatever. You know the child is innocent. But her? I'm not liking her attitude. Very disrespectful. And another thing I wanted to mention is that in the interview, she talked about, she really bragged on herself, which is good. We're all here for confidence. Yeah, that's right. But at the same time, I felt like, pipe down, sis. And she was talking about how she's the cream of the crop. But I'm just like, okay, if you're all that in a bag of chips, why couldn't you find a man of your own? The thing that gets me is that when she said that she was dating him, or they were just talking for 7 to 8 months without sex, and during that time she found out that he was married, so you still went through with it. That's how come I just don't have sympathy for her at all. I just feel like she's trying to make it be something that is not. Like, oh, it just kept coming back to me, kind of like she got like that good or something. Girl, bye. It's not that serious. You were just always available, legs, pride, other things open. So, girl, get out of here. Yeah, I just don't like how she found out that he was married and then still proceeded to date him. And I really feel like, I know Martell is a great person, probably a cool person, but he's not all that cool. So I just feel like she was in it to win it. She was in it to have one up on Melody. And I just didn't like that. But overall, the interview was pretty insightful to the fact that Mel made the right decision to move on from Martell. Because if this is what she was dealing with behind the scenes, I just can't. And the fact that like this girl knew a lot of intimate details about their relationship, about Melanie and Martell's relationship, lets me know like she was sitting up there pillow talking. I mean, Martell was up there pillow talking with her, and I don't like that. Like, some things you're supposed to keep within the marriage between you and that person, or at least I feel like you should. And the fact that he didn't, it was sitting up there telling Arionne personal details, I don't like it. So yeah, Mel, I'm with her decision to divorce him. It just was not a good interview. It was a good interview because it was insightful, but it was sad at the same time. Like, this girl really feels justified in knowing what she did because Martell chased her and pursued her like she couldn't say no. And like someone said in the comments, I love what they said. They said Melody had a commitment to her vows. So if she wanted to try again to make it work with her husband, there's nothing wrong with that. And I agree. I know people like talk about how, oh, this person or that person is stupid for staying. But if it's a marriage, I can understand that. Boyfriend, girlfriend stuff, oh yeah, I do think like, because your boyfriend, girlfriend could be like messing you up for the person that is supposed to be with you. So I do understand like letting that go. But a marriage, like you done went before God, invested a lot. So I do understand. And Melody wanted to take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chances to make it right with her husband. That's up for her to decide. And when she has enough, that's like up to her to decide too. But I feel like we can't fault her for that because she was married. But other than that, y'all, we'll go about my business. Check out that interview. I'm glad Tasha K, did the interview, because although we don't support the side chick, I still was curious to know her perspective. Because I did feel like, okay, maybe, again, I said it before, maybe Martell was telling her sweet nothings. But now, hearing it for myself, no. She chose to be the villainous kind of, I just get that vibe. And I don't know if Martell was gassing her head up about that as well. Probably not. She didn't really bring him up too much. So to say that, I'm pretty sure she would say that if that was the case. And another thing I learned is that just because a guy keeps coming back to you does not mean he loves you or he really cares about you. It's about how much he's willing to sacrifice to be with you. And with Arionne, Martell kept everything as it was. He did not give up Melody. He did not give up his kids. He only gave like a little bit of his time here and there. You know, he fed her like a bird. You gonna get these crumbs, you know? So he never sacrificed for her. He never went above and beyond. He never let go. He never declared his love for her. Nothing. So the fact that, you know, people keep making a big deal like, well, he kept coming back. Y'all was dating for 7 years. That don't mean nothing. I'm going to keep messing with like somebody that keeps giving me benefits too. Why would I change if they're not requiring nothing of me? If they're not requiring a commitment from me? Of course I'm going to like keep taking advantage. That don't mean that like her thing is like got Gucci line in the middle or something. Like, child, please. So that was another thing that bothered me about that video. Like that whole interview. Like, girl, Tasha, let's not get it twisted. Guys will go back to anybody up at your time, no matter what. But it's what they're willing to give up to have you. What are they willing to sacrifice to have you? And he ain't sacrificing not a darn thing. So that's all I wanted to say about that part too. But, you know, go check out that interview and judge for yourself. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Did you guys watch the interview? Tell me what y'all think about it. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent. Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent.